for Spiritual Living Peninsula, and I feel the urge to have some music start our program. Maybe something by Denise Roster. It just feels like it's coming. I know it's coming. Guess what? We are able to enjoy it online and also in person. Please take chair, bring up our musician for today, Denise Roster, with her song, Be Still, Be Still.
Clouds have gathered here before. Sand has shifted beneath our feet. Time has marked the moments when trembling hearts skipped a beat. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. A rush of wind in the air, the breath of life drawing near. God is here. Be still. Be still. Who am I to doubt this truth? Who am I to fear my need? The one who holds my life and breath will not falter, will not leave. So be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. A rush of wind in the air, the breath of life drawing near. God is here. Be still. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. God is here. Be still. Be still. Oh, be still. Be still. Ooh. Be still. Be still. Be still.
Thank you, Denise. Boy, do I need to be still. There's a lot of things happening out there. Welcome everybody to Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula. I am Elliot Mao, your proud Leadership Council member, and we're meeting online at Hobie's. Woo-hoo! And we're also meeting out there on YouTube. So I welcome everybody here on this morning. And it doesn't matter which spiritual path you are on, what this community celebrates is that the culture you are in has music coming out of nowhere. I am your service moderator for today. And our intention that you will be inspired by the music, really informed by the message, and celebrated by this community. You are all welcome. You are here at home. We teach the science of mind, which is the study of life and the nature of the laws of thought. And that we are living in a spiritual universe. That the infinite spirit is in, through, and around us. And that this presence is a loving source of all good. Most important is that we are all significant. We're all needed. And the doors are open to all of you. All of you, you hear me? Young lady. Yes, yes. So this sort of service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. On your program, does everybody have a program?
Yes.
We actually have our mission statement. So we're going to start off the service with us all joining in to say the mission statement. Ready? Everybody has a program? How about that fellow over there? He looks so handsome with his hat on. Make sure that we're such an inclusive bunch, aren't we? Make sure everybody is accounted for.
Even jumping.
Oh, this fella does not have a program either. Okay. So you have your mission statement, which is on the very, very, very beginning of our program. Okay, ready? Our mission is transformation through spiritual practice, education, service, empowerment, and life. And we have a program today as written in our agenda. But let me just breathe some life into it. We're going to have as a minister brought to you, especially by this community. I'll tell you a little bit more about her later on. But for sure, our spiritual minister for today is Reverend Aikya Param.
In person.
I'll stop this wonderful later. And then, of course, you will have your guest musicians. You know, you already heard Denise Rossier. You're going to hear from Daniel Pornarod and Karen Drucker as well. And then we also have our wonderful insight speakers, none other than our very own Beth Anderson. And we have our tech host, Joe Beckner. Streamers, you have him to thank.
Yes.
All right.
We thank him too.
We thank him too as well. Okay. And then we're going to have a community hangout afterwards. There will be food if you would like to join us and so forth. Anyone joining us for the first time today? I'll bring her up later on. But it will be our first time.
Yeah, Governor Aikya.
First time today.
But someone told me that she has graced us with her presence before,
That's right, but not.
but it was online, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I remember that I spoke to you all and I'm delighted to be back, whether it was online or in person.
I think it was online, but thank you for being here in person.
Well, how about that? You know, we have a
First
person.
time in person.
First time in person, there you go.
Okay. That is first.
Okay, so we're going to kick off with, after we have done our music, we're going to introduce the second music for today, which is by Daniel Namad. Yes. And the name of the song is Get Ready My Soul. Daniel Namad.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning here. And I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
All right, thank you, Daniel Namad.
Okay, this May.
Yes, he's asking us to get ready. CSLP has all kinds of things to get you ready, including having affirmations for us to live by. We have one for this week, And leading this would be our practitioner, Susan Wilkinson, but you also have it in your program. So please help me welcome practitioner to lead our affirmation.
So let's say this wonderful affirmation together. I commit to being awake, alive, and aware each moment. Let's have another moment
Again,
and do it again.
I commit
To
to being awake, alive, and aware each moment.
What a wonderful affirmation for this beautiful day. So going into that wonderful place, and as Daniel says, let's go deeper to that sweet spot. That eternal life that is flowing through us, has always been here, will always be here, will always be wherever we are, always and forever, just like the Spirit. And knowing this, we're so grateful for this knowledge that wherever we go, Spirit is with us, no matter what is happening. Seemingly good, seemingly not so good. Spirit is there always, leading, giving us light, knowing that we are one, all there is. Going deeper and aware of what is, aware of our presence in life, aware of each person that we meet. Each person that we meet is a universal spirit, born of star stuff. Maybe they're not acting like that, but that is their true nature. Let us greet each person knowing that this is the truth, and give ourselves this gift as well. We are universal, made of star stuff. So grateful for this knowledge as we release this word, releasing anything unlike it. And so it is.
and so it is. Well, Susan is not the only talent here for Have a Message. We have a lot of members at Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula that has some of the most incredible experience in life. This person has traveled everywhere in the world, but we're so lucky that she is here today. Please help me welcome our insight speaker, Beth Anderson.
Good morning, everybody. Okay. A number of years ago, I went to a practitioner conference in North Carolina. And on the agenda, there was a workshop on walking on fire. No way am I gonna walk on fire. My roommate said, "Oh, just come." Yeah, sure.
That worked well.
Works well. So I went. And Reverend Dr. Waterhouse was the one who was the presenter. It was absolutely wonderful. And he lectured for a while, and then we went out to where the fire was going to be. And he said, first of all, we had a set fire. So we all participated by taking logs off of the truck that was there, putting them on the fire in the fire area. And then we went back inside and had more discussions. And of course, I'm not going to do this. No way am I going to do this. So then sometime later, we go back and the fire has been lit and it's died down. And it's just a rectangle of coals. And I look at it and I say, no. No way am I gonna do this. So we had to take off our shoes and our socks and stand around this rectangle. And it was muddy. And it was wet because they had to, keep putting water on the fire and being sure that it was in a special place. That's all had to be done, of course, with permits with the city. And so I'm standing there in the mud, in my bare feet. I stood for quite a while. People are going up. We had to make an affirmation and then say your affirmation and then walk through the ashes. Fire. I'm going, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing this. And I didn't realize that I had been standing without moving for so long, my toes were curled into the mud. And all of a sudden I had to start moving. Going, oh, just have to move. Well, I guess I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have an affirmation. Not gonna do it. Finally, an affirmation came to me, something I had written a long time before. Okay, I guess I'm doing it. And we're getting towards the end, and I'm thinking I'm not going to be the last person. So finally, I get up there and I recited my affirmation and I walked. And of course, you have to walk, you don't run. So walk through it. The next thing I know is John has me in his arms and you had to put your feet up so that they could brush them off. So you didn't have any falls. So I did it. I just said my affirmation and walked and there he was. So then we got certificates saying, I walked on fire. I know I can do anything. So this sits above my computer on the wall.
Wow.
So when I get kind of down at myself, I just look at this and I say, yeah, I walked on water. I know I can do anything. So that's what I live by these days is I walked on water. I know I can do anything. So.
Wow. And you thought it was J.C. Waterwalker. No, this is someone else. This is our very own Beth. Look at the bottoms of her feet. Don't you want to look at it? Well, I told you she is a traveler and she would have stories to share. But she's just the warm-up act. Sorry, Beth, as wonderful as this story is. We got somebody else coming up. I told you I was going to be our guest speaker, our guest minister, staff minister from Oakland, author, book called Near Me. Prison ministry is her area of focus or forte, but I'm going to let her go and introduce herself and her special everything. Please help me welcome Reverend Aikya Param. There we go.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm so delighted. My first name rhymes with Aikya, and I do like it. So my first name is Aikya. Aikya Param, my name. And I'm delighted to be here. I wanted to just remember someone we all love. Reverend Carolyn Jolly Douglas. Reverend Carolyn and I were ministerial buddies for a long time. I used to go to her house and we'd watch, when they have the national conferences or some other kind of thing, and we'd watch it on her TV. In fact, I left one of my earrings at her house one time, and it took me forever to get together and for me to reclaim that earring. Anyway, I understand, which I think this was before my time at Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. That Reverend Carolyn did her practitioner and ministerial beginnings at Oakland Center, where I currently go to church, that was a delightful thing to discover. So I just remember her, and I know all of you loved her and remember her very fondly. And I'm thinking today about Heart Math, that program that she became so very involved with. I did not take it, probably should have, but I didn't. And but it had a way of helping us to understand that our own hearts send out an energy around our bodies, and that as we interact with each other, those fields of energy touch each other. Just another way of thinking of an energetic oneness that we have, that we send out into the universe. And the whole idea that we start from the heart, that we start from love. I know our topic today is letting go. And I think in order to do anything, we have to let go of all the other options. And if we are starting from the heart, we can easily follow what Jesus told us was the greatest commandment. Love the Lord your God with your whole heart, whole mind and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. When we start from the heart, that's our reference point. Love is our reference point. So, and love, what's the difference between love and joy? I mean, they're kind of close, don't you think? If you're filled with love, you're happy, right? So, I recently heard a program, and you can all go and check it out if you like, with the Dalai Lama and Bishop Desmond Tutu, in which they were talking about joy. There's a book that's called A Book of Joy, and there's a video also that you can watch that's Mission Joy. And they told about 8 pillars of joy. 4 of them are for the mind and 4 for the heart. So the 4 for the mind start with perspective. And boy, isn't that the truth? Whatever we're engaged in, especially if it's a very charged situation, being able to look at it from somebody else's point of view, maybe somebody that has nothing to do with it. How would my grandma think about this? How would my mother think about this? How would this person that I'm locked in a disagreement with right now, how are they thinking about it? And can I let that into me and embrace it? Perspective. What is it that keeps me from being joyful right now? And I let it go. Is it really all that important? Perspective. And then there's humility. Now, I think humility means telling the truth about yourself, not groveling, not making yourself less, but telling the truth about yourself. What are your real abilities? What are the things you're not so good at? And by the way, all those talents you have, they came to you as gifts from Spirit. So you can gratefully accept them. In fact, acceptance is the next thing. You got to see where you are in order to go anywhere. You know, I had to tell where I was at home to get on the right road to get here. I have to see where I am. For many years, I worked with people in prison. And I don't anymore, but I did for 20 years. And my job with them, see, they were official bad guys, right? I mean, they had a sentence, they were in prison. My job with them was to say, hold up. God is all there is, and God is good. And God is in and through every cell of your body, in your mind, in your spirit. The core of you, that core is eternal. It's never been harmed. It can't be destroyed. That's the part that lives when your body says, had enough. You really are good at your core. Can we just take a little time now and center on that goodness? Never mind what people say about you. Never mind what your address is right now. Will you please just take a minute and accept the goodness that is your real nature? And after they'd found it, then I told them, hey, you know, you can live from that center. You can live as a good person. You can change yourself and everybody's opinion of you. Just live from that goodness that's in you. Accept the goodness that is within you. And the last of the four for the mind is gratitude. Gratitude is a way to bring to notice all the good things, right? We go rushing around so much, we hardly notice. Notice the good things and say thank you. Thank you to Spirit for a safe place to live, for good relationships, for a steady flow of supportive income. Say thank you. And everything you're grateful for will come to you in a greater amount. Now, the four that have to do with the heart. The first one's compassion. This is something I think if I am compassionate, it's contagious. If you are compassionate, it's contagious. We cannot change everybody or even anybody else other than ourselves, but we can act with compassion. We can help others feel good. And the second one is forgiveness. All those things, you know, that you're mad about. Here's our topic for today, let them go. It's really ridiculous to carry them around and massage them and, oh, what a heavy load. Forgiveness. Release them, let them go. And then we have humor. Now, if you get a hold of that video, Mission Joy, you will see two of the most famous spiritual leaders joking and laughing and carrying on. Oh my goodness. They definitely had humor down. And it's always good to be able to look at things from a point of view of humor. And the very last one is generosity. To give whatever it is you have. It might not be money, or it might be money. It might be a smile. It might be a kind word. It might be taking the time to help someone who needs help. Generosity. So those are the 8 pillars of joy. You know, it's interesting, we're having all sorts of things going on out in the world. And this business of, we're talking about feelings here. So we have love the Lord your God and your neighbor as yourself. Joy, And I was fascinated to see that George Washington, our first president, said, democratic states must feel first before they can see. I never realized what a shrewd psychologist he was. Maybe that's why they made him the first president. They must feel before they can see. It is this that makes their government slow, but the people are always right. So as we stand and look forward from today, we can join with Ernest Holmes, who said, I freely let go of everything which contradicts the nature of love. I know love establishes me, upholds and supports me, guides and directs my pathway. So as we stand wherever we are, moving from the heart, we can say, Lord, here I am. I'm willing. What would you have me do? To create change, we need a complete reliance on the law of good and an unqualified trust in spirit. That's from our Science of Mind text. So we start out from the heart with love. We hold on to our values and stand with them. I'll read you a poem from my little book. It's called Stand. As we face all the challenges, all the things we read about in the news that make us want to go back to bed. Hello, over our heads. For peace we stand with the mothers of soldiers and wives and children, sisters and brothers. For peace we stand with those attacked and those attacking, so violence will end. For peace we stand with sides that are both right, so they work it out without death in the discussion. For peace we stand at Columbine High School with hurt, angry youth and those who bullied them. We stand for respect, perhaps love, in spite of differences. For peace we stand. Our feet are hurting some, but still we stand. And I want to close this with a Science of Mind treatment, our 5-step prayer. I recognize the Supreme Spirit, source and substance of all that is, all power, present everywhere. I am, each of us is, an expression of that infinite goodness, which has never been harmed and whose generosity brings us unshakable contentment and satisfaction. Right here and right now, I invite you to join me in seeing and knowing that our hearts are full of courage, that we stand for empathy, justice, safety, forgiveness, peace of mind, and all needs met for everyone in our country, whether citizens or not, regardless of their race, creed, or gender identity. We support the separation of powers enshrined in our Constitution. We support the rule of law in our local communities, states, and the nation. We give thanks for this opportunity to pray our shared values and to create and preserve harmonious communities in our free democratic nation. We release this prayer to Spirit, who only says yes and magnifies what we declare to bring forth a strengthened country dedicated to upholding its values. And so
And so it is. And now some music from Karen Ducker following a beautiful message from Aikya, Reverend.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Thank you, Karen Ducker. And thank you so much, Reverend Aikya. Thank you for those 8 pillars. Don't we need those 8 pillars? The message was so important, wasn't it?
More than ever.
Yes, if we're going to be a blessing to the world, it's gotta start here, huh? Well, I needed that because I was thinking that all the bad guys are not in jail. All the bad guys are outside of jail. Boy, I needed to hear about that.
The worst bad guys are outside of jail.
Exactly.
The good guys, maybe are.
Exactly, yes. So if anything has touched your heart and touched your mind today, and you want to give in return, we're now having the part where we have our intentional giving. There are so many ways for we could give, you can do it, PayPal or Zelle, on our website. And then also we have our giving affirmation also on your program. And if you would like to take that time now and get a hold of the giving affirmation, it's at the bottom of the page. But leading this portion, of course, would be our wonderful practitioner. Right now, I'm going to let her operate this in. And when you are ready, she will ask you to give the affirmation statement as command.
There's a reason that Greg and I decided to put the affirmations. And of course, these things can be changed. Because we are a work in process. But the reason is that we accept these wonderful gifts even before they are given. How wonderful that is. So let's say our giving affirmation. I bless this gift with all my love. As I give, I embody prosperity and abundance, knowing I am fully supported by the universe. This is a symbol of my love and gratitude. It does great work in the world and returns to me easily, effortlessly, and often. So I'm passing around our lovely basket. We do have some envelopes, those are for your gifts, and we also have prayer requests. It's giving the giving basket as well as the prayer request basket, all at the same time, and lots of pins. So let's have lots of prayers, lots of gifts, all goes together.
Thank you. 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 I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I am 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 grateful. I promise in this moment I am grateful to keep my heart wide open. I am grateful with every breath I am grateful. I am grateful.
Bring our practitioner up and see what are we going to do with these beautiful items and offerings from you.
So let's offer a blessing for the ties and for the prayers. Divine presence, creator of all, in and through all seen and unseen. As I am one with our Creator, so too is everyone here in this meeting and in the world. I know that each gift given here today is blessed and given from the heart. I recognize that these gifts do great work in the world. And as we give, we make a place for these gifts to return back to us manyfold. That is the law of circulation, the way things work. And each prayer offered and received in the ministry of prayer is already being answered in the mind of God. As our practitioners lift each submission in prayer over the next period of time, I know that the comfort, the joy, and the peace, and the abundance is already manifesting. And so it is with great and deep gratitude and appreciation that I accept these gifts and prayers on behalf of the Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula. And with the same gratitude, I release my word into the law, knowing it is done now in the mind of God. And together we anchor this prayer with,
And
so it is.
It is.
you online, or if you wish to send a prayer, please send it to cslpeninsula@gmail.com. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your offerings. Thank you for being here. How wonderful it is to see everyone.
Thank you so much, practitioner Susan, blessing our setting our tithes and offerings in the right way. And so we have announcements. Anybody has something to announce? Classes coming up, anniversaries to celebrate, birthdays to acknowledge.
I had a month anniversary.
Oh, all right, month anniversary. Oh, fantastic. Okay, and great.
I just wanted to point something out, which I think I have in the past, but I'm not sure if everyone understood. I always ask them to bring a container of their tea, which is really good. It's black tea with cinnamon and orange. It's really delicious, and it's always sitting on a little burner over there. But I think a lot of people don't know what it is, and so sometimes it just goes to waste. But if you'd like a break from coffee, their Hoagie's tea is really great.
I didn't know.
Yes, that is their signature tea.
Yeah,
That's
so it's back there now.
all right, thank you so much. And of course, any other announcement? Well, you know, every time I get to be here and show off my oratory skills, I want to give credit where credit's due. We have a mindfulness Toastmaster. And just in case you think that I'm here by my lonesome self, we have members of Mindfulness Toastmasters right here. We have Richard, we have Reverend Linda, we have myself. And any of you who want to speak as wonderfully as Richard does with his booming voice.
I have a fee.
What's your fee, Richard?
He's asking you to give from the heart. Ah, right, Reverend Aikya? Yeah. So now I'm going to bring up our wonderful Reverend Aikya to give us the benediction.
Spirit.
Established in the universal heart, embracing everyone here, everyone on Zoom, and everybody who will watch the service at another time. I acknowledge and release an endless flow of blessing, of full and complete healing, of a flow of money from known and unknown sources, of every wish and every need fulfilled. We go forth from this service filled with Spirit's love, empowered to take our next step assured of safety, success, in a community that loves us. Please join me by anchoring this prayer by saying, and so
And so it
is.
is.
So it is. Amen.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And we have food for the soul, but we also have food for the body. If you want to take a look at the menu. The other important announcement is that we're also going to have another in-person gathering on March the 9th,
Right here.
right here. Right here, we're at breakfast and lunch.
And I have an announcement about that too.
Okay.
Our second meeting, which would be in March, or it's Sunday, we just found out it is already reserved. So we'll talk about it at our meeting, if we're gonna just do it online that day or take day off or whatever.
But that's our second, right? March 9th is our
No,
second.
that's.
Yeah, that is the second.
It is?
The first meeting in March, we have Reverend Kathy Sharma.
Oh, so March
Online.
9th is not, March, well, that's the second Sunday.
The second Sunday, so March 9th.
Are you talking about the second meeting or the second Sunday?
Fourth Sunday.
Okay.
So that's the fourth Sunday.
So the March 9th's on, but
March
the one after
9th
that.
is on, but fourth.
14 days later, right? 23rd,
23, maybe not.
yeah. So is it the 23rd that is already?
23rd.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
that gives us
clarify.
plenty of time to figure out where we're going to meet. Are you all enjoying this in-person service?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I have one other announcement. So on March 9th, I was thinking about this, where I'm going to bring a splitter and then a speaker from that we had in storage from before.
Oh, nice.
Put it right here so people could hear. And I'll put a splitter so it will be local and go out on. So you
Fantastic.
don't have to keep.
Yeah,
doing
that's
this.
good.
Yeah, because some of us have beautiful messages, but we're so soft spoken.
But if I put the microphone right, this microphone right over there, and split it to the camera, going to the live stream and to the local room.
Yes.
That's my announcement.
Fantastic. And we also have a projector that we may use one of these days.
We talked about it.
Yeah, that doesn't,
That doesn't happen.
well,
Okay.
it's an old one, it doesn't have an HDMI.
Ah,
This computer has a-
Let's see if we get better.
Well, I don't know, this computer has a,
Wiser.
it does have a VGA on it.
there you go.
It might work. I don't know.
Whoa, look at all these ideas and lights coming up. I knew it was gonna happen when you engaged the 8 pillars.
It's
The
a
mind's
it's a
gone.
VGA, I don't know, maybe it'll work, I don't know. Let's see.
Yes.
Was everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Was
right.
everybody able to hear me?
No.
Yeah.
You need to speak up.
I was shouting.
No, you were,
You were whispering.
Yeah. At the end, you were whispering.
You were very.
And I will